Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in this video I will show you how to edit Nitish Rajput in Premiere Pro. So all project files are linked in the description and consider subscribing if you like these kind of tutorial videos. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first, go to New Item, Sequence, under Settings, Horizontal 90-20 and Vertical 1080. Press OK. Let me import some videos and images. First, I'm going to add this military image in timeline. Reduce the scale size a little bit. Go to Effects and add Lumetri color. Under Effect Controls, Lumetri color, under Creative, Look, let me select this SL Matrix Green preset. Under Vignette, adjust the amount of value to -4.5 and midpoint to 22. Now go to Effects and add Noise. Increase the amount of noise to 30. Go back to Effects and add Directional Blur. Select the circle mask. Under Directional Blur, create a mask like this. Adjust direction and blur length. Also, let me adjust the mask feather. Now, set keyframe for scale and rotation. Increase the scale size and adjust rotation like this. Go a few frames forward and reset the scale and rotation to its original value. Let me select the first keyframe, ease out, and last keyframe to ease in. Now let me add a wiggle effect to this image right here. I already created a preset file for this wiggle effect. You can download for free, link in the description. Now I'm going to add mobile image in here. Reduce scale size and I'm going to set keyframe for position and place it down. Go a few frames forward and place it up like this. Let me select the military image and set keyframe for scale in here. Go one frame forward and set keyframe. Go at the end and increase the scale size a little bit. Now let me select this rectangle shape and create a shape like this. Change shape color to red. Under shape, select this rectangle mask. Create a mask like this. Go a few frames forward and adjust the mask like this. Go to Effects and add roughen edges. Now, go to New Item, add black video on top of this military image and reduce the opacity of this black video. Nest all the layers. Now we are animating the second scene. Let me add this image in here, adjust scale. Now I'm going to add an Israel national flag video on top. Change the blend mode to multiply. Now go to effects and add tint to this background image. Now I'm going to nest both layers. Let me add a ink splash video overlay in here. Select the ink splash video, right click, speed duration, increase speed amount. Cut the first nest sequence in here. So this is where the animation is happening. Go to effects and add track matte key to the first scene nest sequence. Change matte to video 3, and this is where the ink splash video is placed. Change matte alpha to matte luma. If you want to change the direction of ink splash video, just select the video and change the rotation value. Now we are animating the third scene. Add this image in here. Go to Window, Extension, Premiere Composer. So this is a third-party plugin called Mr. Host. This is free, by the way, link in the description. So under Starter Pack, Transition, I'm going to select the shake effect. Let me add a wiggle effect in here. Also, I'm going to add the tint effect. Set keyframe for amount of tint, change to 0, go a few frames forward and amount of tint to 100. Now I'm going to add a red ink drop video overlay on top of this image. Change the blend mode to multiply. Select both layers and nest it. Next, we are animating the fourth scene. Add this image in here. Select this third nest sequence and set keyframe for opacity. Go a few frames forward and opacity 0. So for this background image, increase scale size, change rotation value and adjust position on top. Set keyframe for all three of them. Go a few frames forward and reset the scale, position and rotation values to its original value. Select all keyframes, continuous Bezier. Now, let me add this code video in here. Select the background image. Under opacity, select the spin tool, create a mask like this. Now let me place this code video on top. Create a copy of this background image by holding Alt key or Option key, drag it on top. Set the bottom background image and delete the mask. Reduce the opacity of this code video. Now I am going to add a flicker effect to this code video. Just use razor tool and cut the video layer frame by frame like this. Delete each frame like this. Go to Window, Extension, Premiere Composer. Under Test Presets, I am going to select this test animation right here. Double click on this test layer. Change the test, font type and size. Let me add a black video below the test layer. And reduce the opacity of this black video. Now I am going to add the glow effect to this test layer. Just go to Effects and add Drop Shadow. Change shadow color to white and adjust opacity and softness. Let me nest all the layers. Now we are animating the fifth scene. Add a video in here, adjust position and scale. Cut it. Let me add an image in here. Adjust scale. Add a black video on top. Reduce opacity to 60. Now I'm going to add a dust particles video overlay on top. Change blend mode to lighten. Go to new item, adjustment layer. Place this on top. Add lumetric color to this adjustment layer. And vignette amount to -5 and midpoint to 50. Now let me add a tone paper image in here. Set keyframe for position and place it down. Go few frames over and place it up like this. Now let me add a pager image in here. Do the same steps that we done before. Set keyframe for position and place it down and up. Nest these two images. Now look on the paper image and add a test. Set keyframe for position for this test layer and place it down. Go a few frames forward and place it up like this. Do the same for the pager image. After all that done, go back to main sequence. Set keyframe for this paperness sequence in here. Go a few frames forward and place it to the left. For this pager image, set keyframe for position here. Go a few frames forward and place it in the middle. Now, select this rectangle shape layer and create a shape like this. Under shape, uncheck fill and check stroke. Change stroke color to red, increase stroke width a little bit. Now go to effects and add Venetian blinds to the shape layer. Adjust the value of transition completion, amount and direction. Under Venetian blinds, select this rectangle mask. Set keyframe for mask path. Go a few frames over and adjust the mask like this. Go again a few frames over and adjust the mask. So after all that done, we get this type of animation. Now I will set keyframe for opacity in here. Go a few frames over and opacity 0. Add drop shadow to this shape layer. Change shadow color to red and adjust opacity and softness value. Now let me add a profile image in here. Adjust position and scale. Set keyframe for scale and change to 0. Go a few frames forward and increase the scale size to 15. Next this layer. Now I'm going to create multiple copies of this layer. Adjust position like this. After that done, let me go one frame forward and adjust each next layer like this. Select all nested layer and nest it again. Let me double click on this page and nest layer and select this test layer. Set keyframe for opacity. Go a few frames forward, opacity 0. Now go back again the pager nest sequence. Copy this pager image. Go back to main sequence and paste over here. Let me place this pager image above this profile nest layer. Adjust position and scale. Set keyframe for position. Go a few frames forward and position down. Create multiple copies of this pager image. Go at the end keyframe and adjust position like this. After all that done, go one frame forward and adjust the pager image. Nest all pager layers. Select the circle shape layer. If you see this rectangle shape, just hold the left click, then you will get the option to select the circle shape. Create a shape like this. As you can see, some of the profile images is not in the correct manner. So now we are going to change it by going back to profile nest layer and adjust the images. Let me change the circle shape color to green. Go to effects and add Venetian blinds. Adjust transition completion value and direction value. Under shape, select the rectangle mask. Set keyframe for mask path. Go a few frames forward, adjust the mask path like this. As you can see, some pager images are not in correct order. Let me fix it by going back to pager instance layer. Fix the pager images. Now, after all that done, go back to main sequence and set keyframe for opacity for this pager nest sequence. Go a few frames forward and change opacity to 0. So go to Premiere Composer and let me add this zoom out transition here. Now we are animating the final scene. Add this mosque image in here. Place cloud video below the mosque image. Set keyframe for scale and position. Scale 140 and position like this. Go a few frames over and reduce the scale size and adjust position. Go to effects and add drop shadow. Select all keyframes, continuous Bezier. Now let me add this character in here. Set keyframe for position and place it down. Also set keyframe for scale and increase scale size a little bit. Go a few frames over and position up and reduce scale size. Go to effects and add Gaussian blur. Set keyframe for blurriness. Go a few frames forward and increase blurriness. Go to Premiere Composer and I'm going to select this test animation. Add drop shadow to this test animation. Change color to red. Adjust direction. Now I am going to add a dust particles video overlay on top. Change the blend mode to screen. Finally, I am going to add microphone image below this dust particles video overlay. Add basic 3D to the scatter and mask image. Set keyframe for distance to image. Go a few frames over and change distance to image value to 35 to 45 in between these numbers. Also for the mask image, I will increase the scale size. Go over here and decrease the scale size a little bit. For the scatter image, I will set keyframe for position in here. Go a few frames over and position slightly on top. For microphone image, I will set keyframe for position, place it down. Go a few frames forward and place it on top. Also, I will set keyframe for scale. Go a few frames over and increase the scale size. Yeah, and that's the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you find this video useful, give a like, subscribe to my channel if you like these kind of tutorial videos. And here is how to animate like Shivanshu Agarwal in Premiere Pro. Check it out, and want to know how to like Sakleen Khan? Check out this video right here. And thank you for watching.